welcome back, or welcome. This is Alicia with the Struggle Budget, and today we're going to do some cash stuffing. I'm a little bit out of sorts because my, my printer is not working, so I can't print my budget sheet. So what I'm doing is I'm hopefully have it written down in here because I do keep a log in each of my binders, and I'm hoping that I got everything written down correctly. Otherwise, if not, I'm going to have a mess. I'm pretty certain. I didn't even count what I have to stuff today, but I'll put it in the video in front. Did make some notes on some things with sticky notes. Love my sticky notes. Without them, I'd be completely lost. This different amount here in front is the cash that I keep in my wallet. Just for convenience sake, I don't always use it. I will still use my credit card even if I have cash in my wallet. And sometimes it just comes in handy because recently there's been several places I go where their machine is down, they're not accepting cards, and they're like, well, we can't do anything for you unless you have cash. And so I always carry cash with me just a little bit. And so let's see, I have 2 binders I'm going to stuff today. Even though I have 4 out here, I'm going to split it into 2 videos because they just get to be too long. These 2 I do in a snowball method, which I'm actually really enjoying, and I may have to figure out how I can do more binders like this. And then the black one is my main bills primarily binder, and the navy one is primarily short-term sinking funds. So a lot of money that goes in and out. I hate it because I want to build these up a little bit, but it just doesn't seem to happen because they're not due monthly, but they're due irregularly. And so I need to get those figured out. I'm going to do my black binder first, which is $1,078. Made myself a note because I cannot remember. Actually, the first thing I'm going to do is unstuff a few items, just 4 items, because of what I didn't do is finish out the items for the month of August. This is just to close out the last few items up to August 31st. Because of the way I'm paid by monthly. So it's the last day of the month and the 15th. So the week between the 15th and the last day of the month can be a little bit long, but I haven't finished taking some things out that I need to return to the bank. So the first one I want to unstuff is my groceries, because I had $231. I went way over on groceries this last month because I used Factor, that delivery food Factor box. The food is really good. And I did it to try to provide some options for my daughter to have a good lunch. She has access to a microwave. So she has been taking those for lunch. And sometimes she takes 2 because some days she is late at school, like till 7:30, 8 o'clock, because of her band practice and football games and the things that she has to do with the band. So I needed some options, and I was a little bit tired of cooking, to be honest. And we were tired of the same meals that we always cook because I can't say I batch cook, but when I cook if I can enough so that I can take some for lunch the next day, so she can have some for lunch the next day. But this was just a way to get through the beginning of the school year. But it did kind of make us go over budget because I was still spending money at the grocery store for breakfasts and things like that. So long story short, I went way over this month. So I need to take out $231. And of course I don't have that exact amount. So I'm going to take out 2. Whoopsie. Put that back here. Nope. I'm going to put that right here. And then I'm going to put it in my back to the bank bag. So I'll take 21 and I'm going to owe this $10. And then I will make change, hopefully, when I take out a couple of these other items. Oh, come on now. And so like I said, sometimes I carry cash with me. Well, I always carry cash with me, but I don't always use it. So in this case, this is how lovely I carry my cash. This is not in my wallet. I've taken it out of my wallet, and because I need to update it for this stuffing. And this is the fast food money I had left. I do have to say, with the factor meals, I have spent less fast food because I also partake of those for my lunch when I go to work. So let's see, I'm gonna do the 10s then because I need some change. So, well, no, I can't. I can do two. I can do 2 10s and 2 2s because I owed $22 back to the bank because I used my credit cards for those fast food purchases. And of course I knew I was gonna do this. I needed to make change, right? For $10 still. Oh, I think I have it now because I have a 50 in here. So let me take this out. Take out a 50. We'll put that here and put the 40 back in here. So then I am up to date. Oh, no. That's my gas bill, my gas envelope. See, man, I am so bad at this sometimes. Pay attention, Alicia. So here's the 50 and here's the 40 and change going back into the grocery budget. I should have 142. So I have 1, 20, 42. And then after today, we'll have 392 after I get done stuffing. But you have to unstuff to stuff, right? Okay. So that was it for this binder. And I had more school costs. I think I was lamenting school costs in another video, how much it was at the beginning of the year for all of the band and school costs. So this time I have to take out 130. Let's see what we have here. 100. Do we have enough? 20, 25, 30. Fantastic. So I already wrote it in my journal. Just wanted to make sure I got these out because I will forget. And these are for the next stuffing for this folder. And then I also need $9 out of my prep binder. When I went to the grocery store, they had a sale on tinfoil pans, which I don't generally like cooking with tinfoil a lot, but it worked so great for the hurricane. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And by that I mean I pre-cooked a bunch of meals and froze them in the serving sizes, individual serving sizes, so we didn't have a lot of leftovers. And then I warmed them up on the grill because when our power went out, it went out for 5 days, and the food, I did have a backup, not a whole house backup generator, but the individual generators that you put gas in, manual labor, all of that. And me being a desk jockey, I was kind of worn out by the end of those 5 days. So anyway, when I had these meals prepped, I cooked them 2 days before, put them in the individual serving sizes for her and I, and then I threw them on the grill, and then I threw that stuff away. Typically, I'm not a big proponent of non-reusable products, but in some instances, they're pretty important. So this helped a lot. Dishwasher didn't work. Hot water didn't work. It would have been really hard to clean dishes. So this saved my butt. And when I see them on sale, I will grab a few more because I don't think we're done with hurricanes this year. Maybe we are, but even next year, they're on sale. Tinfoil never goes bad, right? So I got a few more for my next power outage, which frankly, we are having a lot of power outages not caused by a hurricane, usually some sort of a storm. So this one is going to go back to the bank so that I can put it back in my account and pay the credit card that I used to pay my lunches and all of these other bills. So I have my little note there so I would know. Now, fingers crossed this works because I don't have my normal cheat sheet. So let's see what happens here. This right here is for the replenishing my wallet. And I only have 3 categories in my wallet. I have tips. And yes, I have to label them this way because I don't have the fancy envelopes that some people have, because I don't have a normal I don't have a normal wallet. I don't carry a purse when I go out of the house. So my wallet is kind of like a mini pouch. And so it's a pouch, it's not a purse, and I don't have a wallet. I have a credit card holder, but anyway, long story short, my glamorous way I carry cash is this way. So I noticed I like to carry some 5s and 1s for tips because I do know that in the service industry, when you give tips, they prefer cash. And so not everything deserves a $20 tip that I do. So I have a lot of tips here. So what I'm actually going to do, I haven't been going anywhere to need to tip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take half of this. See, I got 2 tips in here. I'm going to take half of this and put it in my fun folder, because if we go out to eat, then I can beef up my fun folder, which is a new folder for me that I just didn't have much of. So how much do I want to put in the fun folder? I'm going to put 15. I have a lot of tips. This is a couple of months worth of tips that I've been stuffing in here, maybe 3. And I do use them for, especially when I pick up my groceries, I tip the people that bring out my groceries. So I'm going to leave $10 in my wallet, and then I'm going to put 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 back into the fun folder to beef that up, because our fun is going out to eat, movies, things like that. And like I was trying to say and forgot, it's not a very big folder because I had not folder envelope. Oh my goodness, I'm already doing it. I call everything a folder. It was not very big because I hadn't been saving for that. So these are the tips that I currently have in my wallet. This is my cash. This is my guilt-free Alicia money, which is not much. I give myself $13 a paycheck because I'm, you know, a big spender like that. But what I may do if this continues to bulk up, if I don't use it, I may put it towards clothing or something else that I want. So I have that. And then I, surprisingly, I never have fast food money left over because we're always stopping for convenience. Not health, mind you, but for convenience. Those factor meals did kind of pay off in a way because, look at that. I have 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. That doesn't make sense. I must have had some leftover from the month prior too. That's fascinating to me, honestly, that having those factor meals has cut down on the fast food. And don't get me wrong, we still go once in a while, but not as often, because all you do is pierce the film and put them in your microwave for 2 minutes. And I like them. Most of them have been really good. There was only one that I had that I did not like. So enough rambling. Sorry guys, I'm analyzing and talking out loud at the same time. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. I have an extra 1 here. I must have done something with that. So the 10 and the 3 is for me, and I'm going to hang on to this a little bit longer because I want to see where I can put it later. Am I getting this out of the right? Yeah, guess I am. So this should be tips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, and 20. So that's what I put in my wallet for tips each week. And I might bring it down to 15 since obviously I'm not using them that much. And when I beef up my fun folder, I'll have enough money to pay for my tips without using this one. And this was the leftover food. I don't know what to do with this. Do I keep this in my wallet? That's a lot of, if I eat $160 of fast food in 2 weeks, I have fallen off the fast food wagon. Because let me tell you, I used to eat fast food every day I went into the office for lunch because I hated making lunches. And now it is so expensive and it tastes awful now. I mean, the food has gotten really bad in a lot of cases. So this is $100. This is 60. ish, 61. I'm going to leave it here for now until I decide what I can possibly do with it. I don't know where to stuff it. I'm going to think about it because this should actually be a reward for me, right? Because I have been doing better on the fast food and not using the convenience foods as much. So maybe I'll make it a reward. Maybe I'll put it in the grocery binder, the regular groceries, because those factor boxes, they're about $10 a meal, which is what I pay for fast food, right around $10. And these are way better for you. There might be some sodium in them, but they're 100 times better than what you're getting at fast food. And I am not paid to promote Factor at all. I've just found it to be convenient for me. Don't know what this dollar is for. So I'm gonna put this over here so I don't get it into everything else. And get to stuffing. So I stuff the cash. These are my regular money in, money out. So gas and tolls. And I didn't do the math because I don't know why I didn't do the math. So this is 100. Oh, let me sort out my money. I said this is 1,078. Guess I have to put this back here too so that I can put it in the folder when it comes around. So 178. No, 1,078. I knew that didn't sound right. And I am trying to beef up these binders as well, because I want to have a cushion in them and I want to have to not stuff them every month. I started my binders in January of this last year. And that is probably, if you're going to try to do cash stuffing or budgeting in this manner, that's probably the hardest time because you haven't built up a lot in your binders and your envelopes so that every little thing hits an envelope and there's not hardly anything in it. Unless you're fortunate enough to already have a cushion in your bank and you can spread it out into your envelopes. I really didn't. So I did it the hard way and just started from zero and started stuffing. And here we are. I'm starting to get to a comfortable point. Like I said, I have some gas here, a gas cushion. And that is going to be for the hurricane gas fund and other issues that come up. Because I use this for propane. So 596 plus 165 is 761. And tolls, and did I say propane already? I think I did. So let's get to it. So 100, 50, 65. Oh, I'm gonna turn it this way. Oh, it's open. What a surprise. Me and me zipper envelopes. And this is grocery, which we've talked a lot about with the fast food. So this is 250. I mean, technically, I should probably put that fast food money in grocery so that when I see a sale, I can stock up. Like if steak ever goes on sale again. What's this one? This one is household. And I think I'd mentioned in a previous video that I broke out household from the groceries, even though they're from the same store, because I wanted to see strictly what groceries were costing me. And for two people, $250 is kind of a lot. That's $250, so it's $500 a month on groceries. I feel like that's a lot, but I don't skimp a whole lot. I do buy some things that are a little bit pricey, and maybe I need to rethink that because I do want to start saving more. So this is for personal hygiene, toothpaste, shampoo, razors, etc., etc. All of that good stuff that you can also get at most grocery stores, but I wanted to know what they were costing as well. Costco. I go in there and oh my goodness, so painful walking out of that store. I just did a Costco trip last month and 627 was it? I think I remember the amount because it was painful. So this one is new. I used to leave the electricity and the water bill in my bank account because they come out monthly, and Well, while they're not automatic, they are paid by a check. And it was kind of confusing me in the banking process. So I've taken them out, and I have taken my electric bill and made it an even pay. I did it myself. I didn't go through the electric company. I'll just do it myself. So what I did was I took a full year, averaged it out for 12 months, and I put that amount in this binder. That will give me a surplus for January and February, which are my two highest months. You'd believe, living out in Texas, that it would be July, but the air conditioner really doesn't cost me that much. Relatively speaking, it's the heater. The heater is expensive. So I'm going to put $228 in this month for this pay period, because my water and sewer is $230-ish also, which is painful. I don't use water. I don't have grass. I have weeds that look like grass, but here there's no point. There is no point in putting real grass out, because to water would be super expensive, and I'm not in my backyard in the summer anyway. It's miserable and hot. If you didn't notice, I'm not a hot fan, but I'm not even a hot fan. I'm like a heat and humidity, not hot fan. So, and the bugs here are insane. I also have taken out another, this is another new one. This is for subscriptions. It was also causing me problems in my math skills to leave those subscriptions in my account, because most of them are paid on my credit card every month, and I just pay the credit card every month. So it was causing me issues. So I'm taking it out, going to manually track it. I may end up just leaving them back in there. And garbage is a quarterly, same thing for $18. That is a quarterly bill, so I've split it into 6. And I don't like these little envelopes, but it's what I had handy. And garbage is due in the next pay period. So this will be empty again on the next stuffing. So the hair salon, we go once every 2-3 months, 2.5-3 months. And I like to save up for that, because it's for both of us and it can get pricey. God forbid I colored my hair. I don't think I could afford it. One annual bill. This is a catch-all. I should actually put subscriptions in this one. Look, I just had an idea. I should put subscriptions in this one, maybe. Except these are just annual invoices, and my subscriptions seem to be mostly monthly. Let's see. Life insurance. It's $53. 1, 2, 3. And this is also paid quarterly. I have to do quarterlies at a minimum so that they don't want to take out direct debit, which I absolutely hate. Don't touch my account. That kind of thing drives me insane. So like for car insurance, I pay annually, so they don't try to make me pay it electronically to save funds or get a better deal. So it's $188, so it's $150, $60, $70, $80, $5, $6, $7, and $8. And would you look at that? I have a $5 bill left, which means I missed something, or I counted the money wrong the first 3 times. Did you guys catch it while I was going through this? It must have been when I was jabbering. It's that walking and chewing gum thing. Not good at it. Did I put it in here? I'm sure I did, right? 10, 25, yep. 45 is in there. I know I did that one. I just did that one, 25. And I did this one, right? One thing about putting them in, maybe this was, oh, this was the one I missed. No, this wasn't the one I missed. Oh, see, I got all excited for nothing. I still don't know where that 5 is from. I keep having money left over. I guess money left over is better than not enough, right? I'm not going to complain. I just wish I knew what I did with it. And that's how I end up having numbers that are off on my register. Did I do subscriptions right? Yep. So I'm not sure exactly where that 5 goes. And I'll have to count these at some point. I just don't want to waste your time counting all of these over and over again. Now this one was $228. Did I get that full amount in there? Because that's a lot. $225. Nope, there it is. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was my new one. Threw me off. There we go. Hey, look. I got it all fixed. Okay. So that is the bills binder. And this one is the sinking funds, I guess. Shorter term sinking funds. So for stock up, I also use for sometimes if I find something on a sale, my prepping stock up folder. Let me get that money out. Here it is. This is only $258. So I have less sinking fund expenses, I guess, than monthly bills, even though, I mean, I guess they're not all bills that I had over there. They were, I think I'm going to count this just to make sure. It's supposed to be $258, so I have, what do I have going on here? Okay, so I have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. Was that right? I guess I better pay attention. I think and try to count, and it doesn't work. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. It was 200. 220. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. 6, 7, 8. All right, so the number is correct. And I'm putting everything in upside down. I think I'm doing these backwards, and I end up with these upside down all the time, so I'm not sure why I do that to myself. The first one is prepping for $25. Prepping stock up. I'm gonna have to come through and do a cash condensing on some of these. My pet costs are the costs that I have for maintaining, my guinea pigs. Well, guinea pig, I lost one recently, which is interesting because, interesting in the fact that it's already way less expensive to have just one guinea pig. And the poor thing shouldn't be alone. However, I am not getting another guinea pig. This has been 6 years of guinea pig maintenance. So car maintenance is $25. And I can tell you that they are more work than my dog. They are stinky, unless you can clean them every day. But they're sweet. Mine are sweet. So this is house maintenance. And I brought this one down a tiny bit because I wanted to incorporate Tiny Tuesdays into my gameplay to save for things that I am just not having the funds to save for at all. But they're things I want or need. And want is, it's mostly want, because I can live without a couch. I can live without a carpet, a new carpet. I mean, I have a couch, but I don't like it anymore. It's 10 years old. It's time to get a new one. However, I don't have the spare change. So I'm trying to do that. So I reduced a couple of categories to do this. So donations is 10. So I reduced a couple categories, and then I increased this one a little bit. I have some more donations coming up here pretty soon that I need to beef up my folder for, binder for, envelope for. And this is a separate veterinary fund. I'd like to beef this one up quicker because let me tell you, my dog is 11. He just had a birthday on the 2nd. And the older they get, the more expensive they tend to get, just like adults. I mean, you know, unless you're super healthy, you end up with medical bills. And I don't have any insurance for the dog, and so that's all out of pocket. And I swear veterinarians like to pay the same or get paid the same as a doctor, which is fine. No criticism towards what they feel they're worth. I get it. And I love my dog, so I'll end up doing things like spending the money if it's fixable. So this is an unexpected expenses folder. I'm putting $21 in there. This is a just in case folder. Just in case I didn't account for it. I'm so excited I have $121 in here because let me tell you, when I first started doing these, I couldn't keep $1 in that folder because I was always having unexpected expenses. This one is the health and wellness folder, so that's 25. I suppose I could be recounting these as we go. Do you want me to recount? Let me know. I can recount, and I should be recounting. So at some point, maybe I will start doing that. This one is for tires. I just bought tires not too long ago, but lordy, they were expensive. So I have my tires and then my daughter's tires to save for. I should be doing more than 21, but since I just did mine, I will start beefing up this folder after Christmas because I got way behind on my Christmas folder. So this was $5 for clothing for me. I just need some new shoes. And here's that fun folder. So I actually need to make an accounting. I said this was 25, right? 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, not 25 like I had written down. So I am going to write this down. This is 9, I don't even know what date I'm on right now. 9/6. Tips plus 24, so that's 104. Woo! I can go out to sushi. And here is my $10 on top of that I usually put in this folder. And that one is it. The tax one I put in my tax binder, and the Christmas one I put in my Christmas binder to play games. And that is it for this part of the cash stuffing because I will do these in a separate video because it just takes too long to go through them all. But anyway, thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, leave me comments, subscribe if you want to find me again, because I look at other videos of other people, and if I'm not subscribed, I never find them again. I cannot remember their channel name, and searching on YouTube never brings up what I was looking for sometimes. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.